I'm Ken Russell. I am from Pfeiffer University, so greetings from Meisenheimer, North Carolina. Anybody know Meisenheimer? Please say yes. All right. All right. I've been in my position as VP for Digital Transformation and CIO for a little over a year and a half now after being a long-time trustee. So I don't have a lot of time to talk about all the little things that got me to come there, but I will say that focus on the words that I've got here. If you guys are old enough to remember the old Smokey and the Bandit movies, there was an old Jerry Reed song that said, got a long way to go and a short time to get there, so hang on tight. All right, so Pfeiffer University, there we are right there. Before we talk about anything with change or transformation, I've got to talk about Ralph, Emerson. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So we've been very enthusiastic at Pfeiffer for the past year and a half to make some changes, some really interesting transformational changes. So I want to go ahead and give you a definition of digital transformation. So let's start here. Pay attention to these four words as we pop up here. It's about how we consume information, not how we create it any longer. And there's a really great way of talking about that, and you mentioned it before a moment ago. This thing, this iPhone thing, that 2007, just a little over 10 years ago, changed our lives, because before then, we were wanting to know about how fast our computer was, our device was, how big the hard drive was, or how much RAM it had. But today, what do we care about? We care about, does it have maps? Does it have Yelp so I can find a good restaurant in Austin? That's what we care about, how we consume our technology. The next one here, it's that we amplify our data nowadays, not just administer it. Now think about that. We don't just do reports any longer. We actually do data mining, we do forensics. We ask our teams out there to focus on, tell me what you can find and what are the implications, what are the insights you can gain from it. It's also when we collide, those unexpected aha moments of discovery. So I can stand here and talk about propinquity and all those cool academic words, but I'm not going to do that. Do you remember the old commercial from several years ago where one person was running down the hall with a jar of peanut butter, and another person was running down the hall with a chocolate bar? Bam! What happened? They collided, and they got something better out of it. What was it? Absolutely, absolutely. So collisions, is how we collide. And then finally, it's what we share, not just what we know. We're not data hoarders anymore. We have to be sharers of data. Okay? So quick case study here for you. I'm going to go ahead and build this quickly. The reason we were successful, I think, in such a short amount of time is we got rid of that culture of saying no. When I walked in there, everybody was saying, no, I don't want to work with you. I can't work with you. This is my stuff. No. Okay? Second, we had our partners, not vendors. There was a time when we considered Blackboard a vendor. Oh my gosh. But by just changing that one word, folks, and turning them into a partner, it changed everything in our culture. You can't be strategic when you're careening. We were careening at Pfeiffer, but we're not any longer. We're focused, we're strategic, we're making progress. We invested in our community. We had those conversations that Deborah was talking about earlier. Conversations build communities. And finally, data are screaming, and I know you guys think that sounds weird in your head, but that's the way data is plural, right? So anyway, so data are screaming, and it's really time for us to listen, to pay attention to what those data are saying to us. Okay, so finally, the final four words, consume. How can our technology help us gain insight of and about our community? Moving away from database administrator to database amplifier. Think about this. You can still call your DBA as a DBA, but instead of, right? Because they love that job. It's been around for 20 years, but now it's an amplifier, not just an administrator. And then collisions, does your discovery aha moment cause you to think in a new way? Does it make you tilt your head and say, huh, maybe? And then finally, where are you sharing your knowledge? Does your institutional memory walk out the door every single night? Think about that. Thank you, folks.